This question is probably pretty common, but I think a lot of people approach it differently. There's multiple ways to get to the summit to optimize your savings and taxes, but when should someone start planning to make sure they're ensuring optimal savings?
Yeah, so Com, thanks. As always, pleasure to be here with you today. Always interesting topics. Really, what we're talking about today is tax planning and preparation. And really, when it comes down to an organization's tax obligation, how do you position both the organization and the owners that may bear a portion of that tax to the best situation available, right? We want to optimize and lower that tax the best we can. First, you mentioned the word preparation, and I just want to highlight there are really two different acts of taxation. You have the preparation of the tax returns, which is essentially taking results from the period that you're preparing, generally a year, and you're taking those results, inputting it correctly, technically correct, into the tax forms and submitting those tax forms to the governmental agency that ultimately you have to pay the tax to or receive a refund if you're in that situation. And then you have the other half, which is planning, and that really occurs before the period ends, right? There's a joke in the tax industry that there's very little you can do after the year is closed from a planning perspective. But if you have the situational awareness and what's going on with the organization beforehand, you can actually take action to lower your tax obligation. So there's two different sectors, one more of preparation, sending the invoice to the IRS, and the other is the active exercise of lowering taxes. And that's really where the planning, that's where we spend most of our time is in the planning sector, because we find it to be important to really focus on an organization situation and try to optimize. Now,